Jennifer Beals in The Last Tycoon. Merle Oberon in a 1939 issue of Vogue. Left courtesy of Amazon Studios. Right by Horst P. Horst. Getty Images. If you know your old Hollywood history, several characters in Amazon's new series The Last Tycoon, based on F. Scott Fitzgerald's unfinished novel, will look familiar. Matt Bomer plays a wunderkind producer based on MGM production head Irving Thalberg. Kelsey Grammer plays his boss, a figure inspired by Louis B. Mayer. But the most fascinating character may be Margot Taft, an actress played by Jennifer Beals who's concealing an explosive secret. The character is based on Merle Oberon, a Golden Age movie star who was known for her great beauty, and the similar secrets she took with her to the grave. The raven-haired, brown-eyed Stenner, probably best known for playing Kathy opposite Laurence Olivier's Heathcliff in the 1939 classic Wuthering Heights, spent her life hiding her biracial identity, passing for white. Like Oberon, Margot likely fears that the truth about her heritage will torpedo her career during a time when racial prejudice was rampant, and silver screen faces were lily-white, save for a black servant or two. Oberon's career took off after a move to London at age 17, when English director Alexander Korda cast her in the small but pivotal role as Anne Boleyn in The Private Life of Henry VIII in 1933. The film's success led to leading lady status, and films including The Scarlet Pimpernel, The Dark Angel, for which she was Oscar-nominated, That Uncertain Feeling, and A Song to Remember. But it was Oberon's personal story that was worthy of a Hollywood script. The actress, known more for her striking looks, often described as exotic, than her acting abilities, claimed she was born in Tasmania like her contemporary Errol Flynn. She said that after her British Army officer father died, she was raised by her aristocratic Indian godparents. It's believed Korda, who became the first of Oberon's 4 husbands, concocted the fake origin story. Nicknamed Queenie in honor of King George V and Queen Mary's 1911 visit to India the year she was born in the city now known as Mumbai, Estelle Merle O'Brien Thompson's true provenance wasn't revealed until 4 years after her death in 1979. The biography, Merle Biography of Merle Oberon, exposed what seems to have been known by those in her inner circle. Oberon was Anglo-Indian. Her mother, or the woman believed to be her mother, more about that later, came from what's now Sri Lanka, and was part Maori. Her father, Arthur Thompson, was a British mechanical engineer. Ironically, the regal actress, she became Lady Korda when her first husband was knighted in 1942, had an impoverished childhood in India. In 1985, her nephew Michael Korda, then editor-in-chief of Simon Schuster, penned the Roman Clef Queenie about his aunt, and told the Los Angeles Times that her Eurasian ancestry was an open secret within his family. He also said that when he wrote a 1979 family memoir, Oberon threatened to sue him for including her real name and birthplace, so he had to obscure them. In The Last Tycoon, which premieres July 28, Beals' Margot negotiates her own deals and rides roughshod over directors, demanding they show her their genitals before she'll shoot a frame of film. She also has a secret she's passing for white, with her black mother by her side, masquerading as her maid, much as Oberon's mother, Charlotte Selby, did when the actress lived in England. While Beals knew Margot was based on Oberon, she says her goal for her character, who wears layers of masks, was to make her distinct. Yet her interpretation of the fiercely independent actress may also offer insight into Oberon's own mindset. Margot is willing to suppress so much in order to get as far as she can, says Beals. Oberon was just as tenacious. After a 1937 car accident damaged one side of her face, she hid her scars with makeup and good lighting. Then, on the set of the 1944 film The Lodger, cinematographer Lucien Ballard mounted a light on the side of a camera, which diffused her flaws. The Obi, as the device became known, went into wide use, and Oberon left Korda to marry Ballard in 1945. Beals says Margot's journey, perhaps like Oberon's, is about freedom and the price you are willing to pay for it, noting it's a very lonely place from which to operate. That may be why Margot, unlike Oberon, is single in The Last Tycoon. After divorcing Ballard, Oberon later married a wealthy older Italian-born, Mexican businessman with whom she adopted 2 children. In 1975 she wed younger actor Robert Wolders, who was later Audrey Hepburn's companion. As for Oberon's mother, her true identity was revealed in 2014, when the actress' birth certificate was made public. It turns out that Selby was really Oberon's grandmother. The actress' birth mother was actually Selby's daughter Constance, who was only 12 years old when she had Oberon. Arthur Thompson had been Selby's boyfriend. Constance ultimately married and had 4 more kids, who grew up believing Oberon was their aunt, not their half-sister. At some point, one of Oberon's half-brothers discovered the truth and reached out to his half-sister, but she refused to see him. For her part, Beals, who's always been open about being biracial, says she doesn't think anyone would go to the lengths Margot and Oberon did to hide their heritage these days, when information is so accessible. Then again, when she was campaigning to play Daphne Moon, a character with a complicated racial background, in the 1995 film Devil in a Blue Dress, director Carl Franklin told Beals that he had met with several actresses who admitted they were passing. "I was just horrified," she says. She told Franklin that she didn't think she should be punished for having always embraced who I am. Ultimately, Beals got the part. If Oberon were launching her career today, perhaps she would feel the same way. Do you have what it takes? Test your knowledge of the Seven Kingdoms with Vanity Fair's Game of Unknowns. Make your predictions. Full screen photo. School down with old Hollywood stars and summer treat. Hepburn takes a moment to enjoy an ice cream cone during her Italian adventure in Roman holiday, as Peck looks on. Photo from Bettman Collection. An ice cream sundae is the perfect reward for a sweltering day. Photo from Archive Photos. Getty Images. The actress and singer poses cheekily as she finishes off her vanilla cone. Photo by Hulton Dutch Collection. Corbis Getty Images. Cotton candy can be sticky on a warm day, but it is endless fun. Photo from Keystone Franchegame. Keystone. Getty Images. Popsicle breaks are never a waste of time. Photo by Ralph Crane. Time Life Pictures. Getty Images. Pie eating contests. Anyone. Photo by Arrowleaf. Michael Locke's Archives. Getty Images. The actress gets up close and personal with her tasty cone. Photo by Terry O'Neill. Getty Images.